They want to cut down our trees, poison the air, waste the water away. Burn a ton every minute, 60 tons an hour, 1,400 tons a day. Carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and SO2. Oh, gonna find a way to your inside when you breathe that toxic stew. There are shysters who always sell snake oil. Does payola slip into a hand? 'Cause what kind of person burns up our trees, poisons the earth, wastes our water, our land? 1 billion gallons a day of sewage from our town to flush that boiler out. Till it gets so thick, you got to dump it in the river. Say goodbye to the bass and the trout. This incinerator's inefficient, burns at 18%, and I've seen waste of energy. The chromosomal damage, an endocrine disruption gives bioabnormalities. There are shysters who always sell snake oil. Does payola slip into a hand? 'Cause what kind of person burns up our trees, poisons the air, wastes our water, our land? 'Cause what kind of person burns up our trees, poisons the air, wastes our water, our land? And what do we get when we burn up our trees? Asthma and cancer and heart disease. And what do we get when we burn up our trees? Asthma and cancer and heart disease. And what do we get in exchange for our trees? Asthma and cancer and $4.50. I can if you want. All right. So this is another local story about the Quabbin and the clear cuts at the Quabbin that they call patch cuts. And I was out there one day, and they, you know, from the air you can see all these clear cuts with some borders of trees. And they were explaining what a patch cut was, that they don't cut everything, and I just showed them that it looks like you do take everything in your way. You can't go for a hike in the Quabbin, 'cause you might disturb habitat. And the water system people are sipping, and you might be disturbing that. Water supply, can you tell me why you pollute with oil and gas with every truck that passes? Tearing up the ground till erosion's the sound of the soil flowing down when they clear cut the trees. They're clear cutting the trees. DCR does as they please. Oh, when they clear cut the trees. Motorboats leave a petroleum slick. If that's a water protection, they're thick as a brick. And who are they kidding with all of their skidding? Heat up the earth with their dollar sign bidding. And what about the eagles nesting there? When they cut down the trees, will they nest in the air and breathe in the CO2 rising there when they clear cut the trees? They're clear cutting the trees. DCR does as they please when they clear cut the trees. It's the Commonwealth Department of Cut and Run through stone walls and wetlands to oblivion. With the turtles and the burros and the deer and the cats, don't talk to me about habitat. They clear cut on the hill down to the water line. Cut till they get their fill, cut for the dollar sign. Cut the forest floor and for a few dollars more, they'll cut till there's nothing to cut anymore. They're clear cutting the trees. They're clear cutting the trees. DCR does as they please when they clear cut the trees. Trees are the lungs of the earth, and the soul is the guts, and you eviscerate the body with your ruts and your cuts to make pellets and burn up and biomass plants for a fistful of cash. The earth has no chance in the midst of climate chaos. This is a crime to lose carbon sequestration. The gov says is fine. And what's a little shade when there's money to be made? The sixth extinction with one more centigrade. They're clear cutting the trees. They're clear cutting the trees. DCR does as they please. They're clear cutting the trees. They're clear cutting the trees. They're clear cutting the trees. DCR does as they please when they clear cut the trees. They're clear cutting the trees.